Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Loom Show for Friday, March 30th. Good Friday, March 30th, 2018.
Oh my!
Every time. That's how many notifications I get. That thing's going off constantly. Constantly. But anyway, if this is buffering, if this is a bad connection, please let me know, guys. I have to trim my mustache again. But anyway, if anyone's here, please say hello. Killer Shark, my boy! How you doing on this wonderful Good Friday? I'll tell you, I haven't been able to catch up on a lot of my favorite YouTubers this week. Definitely going to be doing that as time allows tonight. When people go live, when people put videos up. I love you all. Thank you so much. Ron Buckley is here. Sharon is here. Hey! Bubba Warbucks is here. Irrespective. Yeah, work killer. I'll tell you, work is just, it's a daily grind. Daily grind. Hope I'm not stepping on anyone else's live streams. Carrie and Mark on the road. Good to see you. My goodness, we're getting a full house. Awesome. Thank you. Well, I didn't have to work, Bubba, today, but if I took the day out, I would have to use my own time. And they've been having us use our own time too much lately when it comes to snow days and stuff like that. So if I want to be able to go on vacation this summer, I have to bite the bullet, as they speak. Rachel, welcome. One of my new friends. Rachel, good to see you. Glad to see you here. Please pull up a seat. Anyone that I missed, I apologize. I will go back. Clearsky the Creeper! Yo! Creepers and Illuminators unite! Dynamite! Well, we get Easter off because we don't work weekends, but other than that, we don't get Good Friday off. Rachel Rodart. Is it Rodart? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Rodarte? Maybe it's a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more fluent, like from romantic language. Rodarte. But yeah, Officer Rollout is here. Hey, we're getting a great crowd on this wonderful Friday. Rodart. The second one is a Rodart. So with Rodarte. I'm sorry, I'm not making fun. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun. I'm not making fun. Bubba says, when I was working, we lost a holiday around Easter when we added MLK. We have Martin Luther King Day off here. We don't have President's Day. The union had given up President's Day about 25 years ago, before I started. About 25 years ago, they gave up President's Day, but they gave us an extra personal day. So for most people, it was a good switch. You can use that personal day any day. We get 4 personal days a year. You can use that any day. So it was either have the holiday and be forced to take the day out, or have a personal day that you can use anytime you want. So it was a good switch. For once, anyway, it was a good switch. Daily savings time, yeah. Yeah, I do joke around. I apologize, Rachel. My personality, it's kind of very off the wall sometimes. And the fact that it's a Friday, I'm in a better mood because I have weekends off. But better to look good than to feel good. Officer Rollout. I wouldn't know what that's like. I usually don't feel good, and I know I don't look good sometimes. Most of the time. I'm getting older. I have to slide the old glasses down to be able to read. I am very familiar with Zulu time. Do most of my online work on Zulu time. Ron is kind of like in the future, because he's overseas right now. So I like to call that in the future. Cookie is here. What is up? We have a husband-wife team here. That's always great. That hasn't happened since the last time you guys were here. It used to happen, which they don't visit me as much. FVM and Mrs. Ford Van Man are a husband-wife team that visit from time to time. They're doing their own streams lately, but it's all good. Zulu is military time, right? Is that what they call it? Military time is called Zulu time? I was thinking you were talking about something in Africa. I mean, what do I know? I'm just a humble servant. I saw what you were going to have for dinner already, JJ. You saw what I'm going to have for dinner already. Oh, I wonder what that could be. Sharon says, being a breast cancer survivor, I'm curious about the yellow bracelet. Ah, the yellow bracelet. The yellow bracelet is actually in honor of my dad. Me and my dad started wearing Livestrong bracelets way back when, and my dad used to wear one all the time. And when they had rushed him to the hospital last year, it was an emergency type thing, and they cut everything off his body, including his bracelet and everything like that, clothes and whatnot. And ever since then, I've been wearing a yellow bracelet to honor him. It's kind of a weird thing, but I haven't taken it off in over a year, and I have I never really explained these before. I have a black one on this wrist that's for the family members that I've lost, and the fact that I don't have any kids. The family's getting smaller and smaller, and unfortunately it's to the point where, sometimes you get a little bit more depressed when life changes, because it always feels like you're giving back. Not to get this into too much of a downer thing, but you always feel like you're giving back in life. You get older, you get tired, people die, life changes, you wish it could be like it was, you wish you could be young again, all this. So it's just a constant reminder of what means the most to me in life. But I need to get my hubby to stop by as well. I know he's at work. Yeah, I'm at work right now, but I don't start for about another hour, a little over an hour. So on Mondays and Fridays, I usually do a live stream about this time, give or take. If I can't do it Monday and Friday, I try to do it other days of the week. But oh, Ron, that's pretty cool. But well, thank you guys and girls. I appreciate it so much. I am very happy with life. I'm just not always happy with changes that I can't control. And death is definitely something that you're forced. My accountant's secretary once put it to me in a way that I never forgot. She's like, death happens and these changes happen, but you don't have to be happy about it. And she said it, and of course I just butchered it. She said it, and it sounded so much better when she said it. But we go on because we have to, but we don't have to be happy about it. And I've had loss in my life that I'm definitely not happy about. But you go on because you have to. You just have to make the changes. And we all know, anyone that's lost a parent or a grandparent or brother, sister, God forbid, a child, it's got to be the worst of them all if you lose a child. And I won't even compare to know what that's like. But anyone that's lost knows that you go on because you have to, but you don't have to love it. But yeah. Anyway, I'll just catch up on what everyone's reading. I missed something about Ron. About the pink bracelet for your aunt. Oh my goodness, we have a star here, Happy Cart Vlogs, who has been working around the clock and has not had time for any type of YouTubing, so to speak, is here. Oh my goodness, welcome back. I hope things are okay. Motion Tech Studios is here, always a pleasure. Ron, I think it's a miracle. Cart is here. Oh my goodness. Cart is here, and she's actually going to be performing for the new Walking Dead Broadway show out in Ireland. So that's why she's half dead. She's just in her makeup right now to do this wonderful Good Friday show. She worked 73 hours in the last 5 days. Because of snow days, I can't believe they make you, because of that freak snowstorm, they make you have to go crazy and make up all that time. That's crazy. I think it's crazy. Oh, that is so true. Back in the day, during the Vietnam War, we lost a good friend, and his mom never got over it. Poor lady. She got into drink. Rachel, I don't even try to compare people being all the same, because they're not. Everyone is different. What's easier for one person might be harder for another, and a lot of people don't understand that it's always going to be extremely difficult, all the more if you lose a child. I can't even imagine the people that go on and actually, I won't ever say that they get over it. They must get around it somehow, but it must be the worst pain imaginable. And for people that can't get over it, I understand why some people probably can't get over it. It's too bad that they find the wrong avenues like alcohol and drugs and stuff. But yeah, I understand though. Mr. Lou is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's the weather like in the Middle East, Ron? Lou is here. You have to. Yeah, you have to. Some people get on and they go on because they have to. Some people get over it because they have to. They get around it because they have to. And some people give up. And it's an unfortunate thing. Stingray! Wow, we have a who's who today. We have new friends. We have old friends. We have people that have come out of the woodwork, like Happy Car Vlogs. This is a wonderful stream. I'm so happy I went live. Been there, done that. The club that nobody wants to belong to. And Stingray, I feel so bad when I hear about people who lose someone close to them. And without sounding like a downer, I give you all the credit in the world for being who you are and being the person that we know today. And I love you, man. I really do. And just hearing about your cat Henry, it brought a tear to my eye, because I know that my pets are pretty much very, very close to me. But I won't even compare a child to a pet. But I'm a very empath person, if you know what that is. Empath. I have empathy. I don't have English skills, but I have empathy. And I appreciate when people share. And I know it must be extremely difficult, but I love you guys always. But yeah. Ron says it feels like it's in the 40s right now in the Middle East, but it's getting up into the 80s during the day. Next one should be in the hundreds. Oh my goodness. You learn to live with this thing. Yeah, and like I was saying before you got here, someone told me that, you move on because you have to, but you don't have to like it. You learn to live with it, but it doesn't mean you have to like it. And that's what helps me when it comes to losing a family member. I don't have to like it. I guess I have to accept it, and I have to move on, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. It's kind of like tapioca pudding for me. I hate tapioca pudding, but if someone served it to me, I won't be rude, and I'll do the best I can to move on. But it's like summer right now. See, in New England, it's not really like summer today. It's 62 degrees here, but it's a very there's warm 62 degrees, and then there's like crazy 62 degrees. Like the 62 degrees right now is like, this is what the sky looks like right now. Please, everything is all blurry for some reason. There we go. But yeah, it's just very, very overcast. It's supposed to rain in about an hour or so. Hey, thanks for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I got 13 likes already. Wow. 14 likes. Oh my goodness. Bubba, I really feel for you. At my mother's house, I have all of my cats that have deceased. We have them all lined up in a row with crosses. And, Lou, you missed some talk about some downer talk that I guess I had started about why I wear a yellow bracelet and why I wear a black bracelet. That I haven't had them off in over a year, but only one's to honor my father and the other's to honor the members of my family that have moved on to the next realm. But hey, RWE Wrestling is here. Welcome, welcome. Hey, I love your I really like your picture. Your picture looks a little like a sideways man in a hockey mask. Wow, pretty cool, pretty snazzy. Carrie, I feel for you so much. I am so sorry. Bubba says, sucks to be you, Ron Buckley. Oh. My house was very comfortable. Absolutely comfortable. I cannot, I keep sliding my glasses up and down my nose and I talk and I can't get everything, everything's blurry. Maybe right about there will be good. Oh, gosh. Yeah, between me and my mom, a little over a year ago, we had lost 3 cats in a matter of 5 weeks. A brother and sister, and one other, my female, that was I don't know what happened. She gained weight very, very quickly. It probably was fluid, and I was in the process of moving, which was even more. I was oblivious to it, and she passed away right in my arms. And I can honestly say it was the worst feeling in the world of any of my animals, because it was the only one that ever died while I was right there watching, and she died right in my arms, and that was absolutely hell. Which, she was a beauty. I loved her a lot, and still not over that at all. I have a very hard time looking at pictures, and that's a long story, but the Loom Show is a takeoff on my name, RWE, with the Illuminator. I had started way back when, calling myself the Loom, kind of as a joke, and it kind of stuck. I wanted to see if how far it would go, and then I just started calling my live streams the Loom Show, kind of a takeoff on my friend Lou, who's here, with his The Lou Show, the Lou Skunt Show. And I started calling mine the Loom Show. I think Stingray was the first one to say that, and I kind of liked it, so I kept it. But usually I do a live stream a couple of times a week, and we just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It's kind of like a big open room of friends and family, and I've met some great people on here, and I try to be a little bit entertaining, and at the very least, try to get to know some people. And I love when other people get to know people here, and I don't have to be the center of attention. I just happen to be the one that's on camera. But yeah, the Illuminator, yes. It's also Loom as in Fruit of the Loom, because I wear underwear most of the time. No, I only don't wear underwear in the shower. Other than that, I usually wear underwear the other 23 and a half hours a day. But yeah, plus I'm very dirty, so kind of like that rich dirt, that nice expensive dirt, Loom. But no, it's a takeoff on my name, the Illuminator. Stingray had a giant unexplained explosion behind his house. Shook the house and blinked the lights. Wow. Could have been maybe a transformer or something on a telephone pole. Wow. Yeah, Rachel, like for me, I turn my love, every time I lose an animal, I try to get another one as soon as possible to turn my love into happiness. And I try to transfer my love that way. And it's the only thing I can do, because I had an aunt that had a dog named Stubby, and he was a great dog, a Doberman, and losing him, it hurt her so much that she never wanted to get another dog, and I never could be that person. I don't have a dog now. My dog died in 2011, but I lived in an apartment. I didn't have room for a dog. My parents were getting older. I never got another dog. Now that I live in a house, I just need to get a gate on the fence, and then I can have another dog. But I mean, I work so many hours that I've put it off because I just can't give the attention right now. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that so much. There's a dumbass that lives 2 doors back that caught the woods on fire last year. Oh, that's so stupid. Wow. I'm thinking he might have blown himself up this time. I would have checked. I was afraid it was going to be guts. Oof. Could have been. Could have been. Lumet. Officer Rollout, I love your humor. Yeah, Cart has pet rats. She also wrestles alligators, and Stingray knows. He knows her better than I do. I think my crazy neighbor blew himself up. Maybe he's like, I will. and I wanna. Hey, Stingray, thanks for being here. I'll see you when you get back. I'm going to be here about another 45 minutes. I usually do this for about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Usually Mondays and Fridays are the days that work out best for me. If it doesn't, I try to do other days. Sometimes I even go on a little bit later during my break at work. I usually work second shift here. I used to do little videos that would promote this, but then I'm like, I'm really not that important. I love my channel, I love my friends, but I figured if I keep doing those little videos, I just figured I'd be more of a nuisance than because, people show up when they want to, so it's not like it's the type of thing that you can't miss, like Lou, I think Lou has the best live streams. I definitely, if I was him, and he does, he promotes them and gets a great turnout, and I would do that too if I had great live streams like that. Mine are usually just live streams where we talk about whatever, so I don't usually promote it. It's just like, hey, whoever shows up. And I mean, if I have no problem promoting them, if everyone thinks I should, if everyone liked those little things, and that's not a big deal for me. I just thought it's more of a nuisance when I do it, but I mean, that's my take on it. It's not that I couldn't do them, it's just that I didn't want to sound presumptuous or thinking I was bigger than God or something, because my live streams are kind of, hey, let's all hang out. And Lou has live streams where they're interesting and he talks about things that are happening and usually has a game plan. And Lou's are really fun, and mine sometimes fall flat. So today has been great, so I'm not complaining about today. Yeah, I definitely, I'm going to rescue a dog one of these days. Just catching up on reading everybody's. Waiting for CB to blow up Dave's puppet. Now, listen, I love Dave Hughes. I know he's a great guy. Everyone that knows him personally says that he's a great guy. Wonderful, wonderful man. But I get the impression sometimes when I'm watching his daily vlog that he thinks the puppet is almost like a... To me, it seems like he's bothered by it. Like he feels like he has to put it in the video sometimes, and... It just seems to me like he just rather wouldn't be bothered sometimes. I don't know, but I think it's funny because he has these two personas, when he does this whole crotchy thing as this puppet, and I think it's funny as heck, but sometimes it looks like he really doesn't want to do it. So the fact that he keeps doing it, it's all good for me. I mean, it's whatever he wants to do. It's his channel. Ruby Slippers is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The bug out bag, yeah, that was cool. I like when Luke could just say something. Now look, let me explain something. His videos, it's always unique, always unique. I love them, love them, love them. Oh, it's funny stuff. Puppet has to go. To me, it's like, I think Dave... I'm not speaking for the man. I'm really not. And I don't mean anything bad by this. This is just my own personal opinion, and it's not worth a hill of beans. But I honestly think that Dave probably, when he got the puppet, he would have used it a couple of times and then just put it off to the side, and we never would have seen it again. But it's just everybody else that keeps calling for the puppet and making it the center of attention. I think that Dave probably would rather not. But that's just the way I feel. I mean, I might be 100% wrong, but... Rachel, your live streams are the whole. Do what you know, do what you love. It's all good. Your live streams look. I mean, your videos are just great. Yeah, I agree, Bubba. I agree. Like, I figure it's his channel. He should do what he wants, and it's not like people are gonna stop watching him. I mean, he gets like 100 new subs every single week, and I mean that's great. I wish I can get to that point someday. I mean, I'm still trying to work for mine, and things have slowed down considerably. Hey, Michael, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. A Diet Coke pork rinds and JJ in the afternoon. Yes, it's a win-win situation, Ruby. Whatever makes you happy. Definitely. That's what I say, Whatever makes you happy. In so many words. As long as you're not, blowing up Stingray's backyard. Does give him more material, but I just can't get into it. I think Dave does it as like an afterthought. he does it like as a way to make fun of other YouTubers. Dave. I think Dave would he talks about the whole aspect of e-begging and stuff like that, and then he has the puppet. Hey, give me money, send beer money. And he does it as a joke, and it's not the way Dave is at all, because Dave feels like if you're gonna send him money, let him give you stickers for it. He does his live streams now, but he doesn't have the super chat. I don't think he wants to take money for nothing. It's just my opinion. I don't want to speak for the man at all, but it seems like he uses the puppet as an alter ego of other things that are not as lovable that he would never say himself, because he's not an e-beggar. People could say he's an e-beggar, but he's not an e-beggar. When he does it, it's making fun of other people, but his sense of humor is like when he calls V8 8V, that's because of the other guy with the steaming bean or whoever, that everything's reversed because of the software that he uses to make his videos, something like that. But Bubba, thank you. Dave's dog poops on the carpet. He plays a puppet. Hey, Carrie, thank you so much for being here. You show up anytime. I appreciate it. Happy Car Vlogs, thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much. It was nice seeing you always. Same to you, Cart. Same to you. Always. Steaming bean. Yeah, I think it was a steaming bean, because I caught it before. Sometimes I'm listening to Dave in the morning when I'm making my decaf. And I don't know why I have decaf in the morning. It's not like it helps me. It's decaf, but it's my morning ritual. Listen to Dave and make my decaf. And sometimes I am definitely not awake 100% yet. So sometimes I miss out on certain things. And I usually only watch them once, because YouTube is so full of things that I'm trying to watch. I don't have usually time to watch things twice. So I'm like, I know that time he had talked about the V8 and it looks like 8V, and people might not understand he's being humorous. I'm sure he gets messages that say, it's not 8V, Dave, what are you, stupid, it's V8. And like the light bulb, him putting a lampshade on a light bulb, it was meant for comedy, and people took it like he didn't know what he was doing. And I feel bad, because I get his comedy most of the time. Dave's channel is Camo Dave, CAMO space DAVE. That's his channel that he does his daily vlogs on, and his real name is Dave Hughes, HUGHES, and that's his regular channel that he puts a couple of videos a week on. But he pretty much just he puts up on his daily vlogs about the stuff that he's been watching. He shows little clips of other people's videos, a lot to do with the RVers and van dwellers and stuff like that. But he's very different. That's an unknown number calling me. I don't answer them. Most likely spam. If it's important, they'll leave me a message. Dave and I have a mukbang meetup, so my eyes got all blurry. I'll have to fight the puppet for the last slice of pizza. Oh, like he said about Carpetbagger. Poor guy. He took Carpetbagger out to lunch, and he makes fun of Carpetbagger stealing food off his plate when he wasn't looking. Maybe the puppet will be stealing food off your plate when you're not looking. Hello, Mrs. Wiggins. Hello, Mrs. Wiggins. Can you come down? Hello. Carol Burnett Show. Kooky says it's me. You were calling me? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were from Providence. I'm joking. Over here, we get a lot of numbers that start with the same three digits of our regular number. Like they think, I don't know what these telemarketers are thinking. Like if your first three numbers are like 552, you get a lot of numbers that be 552 and then four other numbers, and you get called 3-4 times a day from these different ones. It's like, why would I think it would be the same as my own? It's not. This is a cell phone. It's not like from my town that they think I'm going to answer because it's my town. Telemarketers, I have no use for them at all. I mean, I know that's their job, but I'm like, I stop them. They don't want to take no for an answer. I stop them. I say, look, I'm not interested. Goodbye. Because you say I'm not interested, and they're saying, well, and they continue, and they say the exact same. You ever notice some of them? They'll tell you the exact same thing over that they just said. That they want to have insurance on your credit card. No, I'm not interested. Well, okay, but if you get the insurance on your credit card, and they'll say the exact same thing over again. I just told you no. You think me hearing it a second time is going to make me say yes? No, thank you. I don't want it. Don't ask me again. And I don't want to sound like a mean guy, but these people don't take no for an answer. Officer Rollout. You're too funny. A real mukbang will be a group of YouTubers sitting around a table with Chinese food served family style. Oh my goodness. See, I'm not one of those mukbang people. I mean, I eat a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I mean, I'm big and fat and heavy, but I look like I am eating everything under the sun, but I've cut down considerably. I've had a little bit of exercise into my diet. And, hey, you know, I'm not up for eating like a whole pizza at once. At my heaviest, I never could even do that. But anyway, what a stupid idiot I was. I was looking at the amount of people that were in here, and I was thinking they were likes. See, I mean, the likes don't even matter to me, because all that matters is it gets your video a little bit more popular on the recommended thing, but I'm too small. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subs just so I can, at some point, have bragging rights to say, hey, I have 1,000. It seems to be the first big milestone. I hate when they call and they repeat your name over and over instead of leaving a message. Yeah, they don't even leave messages on mine. It's like just them clicking. It's like a computer calls, and then once you say hello, it connects to an actual person. And you hear things like, hello, my name is Matthew. I am calling to ask you if you are satisfied with your long-distance service. I just graduated from ITT in Detroit. Yeah, okay, Detroit by way of India. Yeah, I mean, you call, like, I had to call customer service for my WWE channel, the on-demand, whatever they call it now, the wrestling channel. You pay so much a month for, $9.99 a month. I had to call for something, and the person I was speaking to, definitely they outsource. It was not from America. One thing about being in the future, JJ, is I might not be able to catch your Saturday night live streams because I'll be waking up in the morning. And you know, I will try to do one this Saturday night. I did not last Saturday night because of getting a late start, and I knew I was going to be going to church for Palm Sunday because I was helping to give out palms. But I will try to do one this Saturday. Tomorrow. It'd be really cool. It's usually right around 11 at night or midnight, around there. Same thing, I try to do an hour, but Saturday nights are, it's different because it's so late at night, you get different people, and I'm lucky to have 5 people in here sometimes, but it's all good people. But yeah, to finish the story, I was speaking to someone from India, and I'm from America, and when somebody has English as a second language, and they don't know our pronunciations, it's extremely hard to understand sometimes, and sometimes I want to be politically incorrect and say, can I speak to somebody that was born in the United States? And I hate but I want to talk to someone I can understand. I went to a memorial for someone I barely knew today. I seem to be one of few to cry. I couldn't stop. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'm very empathic. I have empathy. And yeah, I think I've pretty much cried at any funeral I went to, whether I knew the people or not. I feel for the family. The way I am. I get a random sub once in a while, Officer Rollout, and but all the other ones I work for. But you know, people sub to me, and then they visit once or twice, and then you never hear from them again. I have 800 subs, and my vlog yesterday got, I think, 25 views. It's like, wow. I'm happy for those 25 views, but I don't know where the other 750 people are. They obviously don't have the little bell clicked. That's probably what it is. Hey Ron, thanks for being here, man. Take care. Be safe over there. Put that like that. I should have took my drink out. That's what I should have did. Still in my lunch bag. Olivia, my friend, my little sister. Olivia, it's late at night where Olivia is. Oh, later at night anyway. Ruby, it's like, I wish I can... Don't watch my new upload, it's embarrassing. Well, you uploaded it! You upload some questionable content sometimes. Especially in this country. That song was very raw. That video from last week was very raw, too. But no, what was I going to say? 750 you're dead. I wish it was like Facebook when you could, if you delete a friend, it deletes both ways. I mean, I can delete my connection to somebody on here. I can, ow, that was my thumb. I feel like I got early arthritis holding these phones. I feel as though if I can stop subscribing from someone, you unsub from someone, and what happens is you don't see their content anymore, but they're still subscribed to you if they are subscribed to you. That's the other thing. People can subscribe to you and you don't even know. And you don't even know they're subscribed to you because they might have everything on private. So how fair is that? Olivia says, I don't understand the lyrics, but the song sounds cool. So I listen to it and can't understand if it's rude or not. Well, it's rude. That wouldn't be on MTV over here, let's put it that way. Pokey Porter, what's up? Saying hi to the Loom. Let's see if I can, I'm trying to move everything around here. All these wires are getting all unconnected. Not unconnected, what's the word? It's getting all these wires are getting all crazy over here. Put you guys down for a second. My water bottle is right here. Oh, goodness. Good. Because my voice is getting a little raspy. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, I've unsubbed from over 100 people in the last week. It's a sorry thing to say, but these are people that have never visited my channel. They probably only added me because they wanted me to add them, like a sub for sub, and it doesn't work. But that's the way I feel. If you're not going to watch me, why am I going to say subscribe to you? I'm not watching you either. I watch a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. I definitely watch a lot of people. Do I ever go to any haunted places? Well, there's not too many haunted places around here. Maybe my basement. My basement is about as haunted as it gets. Especially late at night. There's only 1, 2, 3... Well, the regular basement part has 3 light bulbs. Guacamole, Bubba, that is one thing I've never had. That and tapioca pudding, 2 of the things I can't take anymore. Olivia, thanks for stopping by, my little sister. Yeah, I've never had a taste for guacamole. I love the red salsa and all that. I love all that, but I'm not a guacamole fan. Officer Rula. Every place in Rhode Island is haunted by the Black Hand. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just so used to it around me. I think I'm going to... It's a Friday. Parking is so much better here on a Friday. I think I am going to just move a little bit on a diagonal line over here. Try something like this. Something like this. There we go. A little bit closer to where I need to be. So how's everyone spending tonight? Well, it's still kind of early where some people are, but I don't like pudding either. Rachel says what it is that as I got older, stopped eating sweets. I have to crave some sweet. You know, for me, I gave up a lot of sugar about a year and a half ago, and the big news is, excuse me, the big news is today marks 50 days that I haven't had Chinese food. My mother said, "You get Chinese food twice a week. You're never ever going to be able to stay away from Chinese food. I bet you couldn't go 1 week without it." I went 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5. Yesterday was the end of week 7, day 49. Today is day 50 without Chinese food. I don't feel healthier. The big thing is, I don't crave it anymore. Like, it's totally out of my system. I don't crave it. And it's the weirdest thing. I mean, yeah, I feel I'm an easygoing guy. I can eat. If someone said, "Hey, let's get pizza," okay, we'll get pizza for supper. If someone said, "Hey, let's get spaghetti," okay, let's get spaghetti. Let's get Chinese, let's get Chinese. But I don't honestly I was eating it twice a week because I craved it so much all the time. It's like I cleansed myself. In the last 7 weeks, I've cleansed myself of Chinese food, which is the weirdest thing in the world. I don't crave it anymore. Go figure. Rachel's waiting for the hubby to get home, going to the market. Check out Brando Toe. YouTube's eating hot pepper. Oh my goodness. Canned meat from the freezer. Didn't have the space. Checking Craigslist for a car. Hurricane trash mine. You know, I can't wait for some better weather. I mean, we are officially in spring over here, but I'm telling you, I need some warm days to let me know that spring is really here. I really do. I'm telling you. Like, I found an ant today on the window, on the glass, walking. Yesterday, I'm walking outside and some gnats are flying around. I said, well, the bugs are here, so that's a good sign, I guess. Did you think it was the MSG? You know, every time I would have Chinese food, I'd get very thirsty from the salt. But there'd be certain things like the General Tao chicken or beef lo mein. I would get this stuff all the time. Beef and broccoli, it's a little bit healthier. But I would get this stuff all the time. Boneless spare ribs. And it's full of salt and everything. But MSG is not good for me. I know some places have it, some places don't. Sometimes I forget to say no MSG. I know it gives migraines to some people. I'm one of those people. But even if it's not about the weight or anything, just cutting that out of my system has got to be, it's got to be good. One way or another, it's got to be good, because there's videos out there that show how unhealthy this stuff really is. You ever see Chinese people around here? They don't go to the Chinese restaurants. There's one restaurant in Providence here that I see Chinese people eating at, and they're never eating the food I'm eating. They're eating the white rice, and they're eating these other things that I really should do some. I gotta look and see, what do Chinese people eat at a Chinese restaurant, because they're never overweight like me. General Tao was only a colonel. I love it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Whose aunt was it? Oh, I'm sorry. I get the joke. I had to go back and see what I missed. I get the joke now. Cookie. So yeah, I'm from a part of the country that we say, Aunt Beatrice, Aunt Rose, Aunt Dot. We in some parts of the country say Aunt. Annie M, come back. Annie M, come back. I'll get you, my pretty little dog, too. In Vietnam, it was rice and a bicycle interloop tube. Oh, my goodness. I can't. Oh, my goodness, I can't. We have a restaurant, and the Asians have their own menu. I eat from it and love it. I work with a gentleman. He's about 6 years younger than me. He's in his mid-30s, and he lived up until 3 years ago. He lived in China, and he's a very, very. I mean, I love talking with him because he doesn't mind explaining. People ask him questions about his country, and he loves explaining it all and everything. And he's like, in his country, people eat anything. There's an old expression that says they'd even eat the hump on the camel, which is all hard as a rock, like all cartilage or whatever. Which I think there's a movie with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, Rush Hour, where they get Chinese food. And Jackie Chan said he's eating camel's hump. And Chris Tucker's like, what? And camel's hump. Is it good? Well, good, very good. But I laugh because every time I see that now, I laugh at the fact that it's a takeoff on Chinese people. They'll eat everything all the way up to the camel's hump. But it's got to be something that I can find online about better things to order at the Chinese restaurant. That's what I see anyway. Because I don't think I want to go back to all that stuff. I just was eating too. I love it, but I don't have any craving for it anymore. That's crazy rollout. It seems so like a world away from everything here. How so many people in this country, we got to have 15 pairs of shoes and 7 belts and 25 pairs of pants and 147 t-shirts and there's how the other half lives or lived. Goodness gracious. Okay, time for a roll call. Who's still here? It says 9 people, but I seriously doubt it. Return. Fallen. Rachel's still here. Rachel, one of my new friends, and she's staying for the whole thing. Thank you so much. Hey, Bubba, thanks for being here. I know you've been on YouTube all day. I appreciate you finding some time for me, always. Have a good one. I will see you soon. Maybe tonight on other people's streams. Me, I think, Ruby says. Ruby, if you have any more recipes, yeah, I'm going to do another cooking video. If anyone has any more recipes they'd like to send me or email me, Theilluminator123242 @gmail.com. It's all linked below. Anyone has any of their favorite recipes? And nothing too hard. I'm a novice cook. I try to be novice. I could do harder stuff, but who has the time? Rachel, that'd be cool. I'm hoping tonight at work it's going to be a little less busy. There shouldn't be too much going on Good Friday, hopefully. Still here waiting for medication time. I took 3 Advil at around 2 hours ago. Still waiting for them to kick in. Yeah, like simple, like something like for a meal. Usually I do very simple side dishes like mashed potatoes or like vegetables, corn, or string beans or carrots or something. But any type of like a one-pot meal or crock pot meal or something that takes very little prep. I do a lot of stuff that's very simple anyway, like spaghetti. I buy like the sauce already made and then I'll add to it. I don't actually make my own sauce all that much. Who has the time in my adult life? Who has the time? But I love one-pot meals because they're so easy. You throw everything together like a soup or something. You throw everything together, or I'll call it a goulash. Well, I'll add a whole bunch of cans of stuff together and make like a stir-fry type. Not really a soup. I like it thicker, but sometimes that's how I just get rid of random cans of stuff that I have around the house. But I've been looking to do more cooking at home instead of eating out. So that's cool. That sounds great, Ruby. That sounds really good. A lot of the times in the house, I have to go out and buy what I need to make. Like, I won't have hamburger in the house. Ground beef. I won't have chicken in the house. I won't have. So usually I have to go out and get stuff, and I hate doing that. I should always have some stuff on hand, but I don't. Now I gotta put the AC on again because I'm getting too warm in the car here. Tomorrow, hopefully I get to go shopping tomorrow if all goes well. Maybe I put out another funny video. Whenever I go shopping, I usually try to be a little funny, to do something different than my normal vlog. Thank you, Ruby. That'll be awesome if you have time. I'm gonna be here about another 10 minutes or so. Keep smiling. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Stoner's here. Making lunch. I had a very simple lunch. I had 2 sandwiches with white bread of it's called P&P loaf. I think we call it around here pickle and pimento loaf, but it's like an olive loaf. But I like it once in a while, and I bought a pound of it, and I just put a couple of slices with some mustard and some white bread. I know I gotta stay away from white bread, but I love it. I love sliced bread. I usually like to buy oatmeal bread or whole wheat bread or something like that, but that was kind of like a light lunch for me, so I find myself hungry again. But that's okay. We'll get there. I mean, it's 20 past 3 here on the East Coast as I'm filming this. I kind of like to have smaller lunches when I have to go to work, but you know, who knows? It all depends on the day, I guess. But it's Friday, so the week is over for me. I get to enjoy a little bit more downtime over the weekend, hopefully, and do some stuff around the house. Stoner's trying to fix, quote-unquote, fix a bland pot of beans and make some burritos. See, I don't know anything about cooking Spanish food at home because this part of the country, well, now it's mostly Spanish, but, I mean, we're mostly Portuguese and Italian around here, so we don't know too much about burritos, unfortunately. I think you and Cookie are brothers from another mother. He loves pimento loaf. I think it's underrated because a lot of people don't know that type of thing anymore. I really think it's I mean, I have to be in the mood for it, but I buy it once in a while. I mean, I'm even a bologna type person. It's like just to make sandwiches for work or something. Peanut butter and jelly, I love it. Blind Views is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Stingray, we were wondering what that explosion was in your backyard there in the woods, but you didn't miss much, just me rambling on about little things here and there. Buongiorno. I love Italian bread, but yeah, I like lunch meats and cold cuts and stuff like that. I love having them in the house for just a quick little meal or whatever. Cheese, oh, I love it. I'm the only one in my family that likes Swiss cheese. Everyone likes American cheese on everything, or provolone. Provolone, buongiorno, buonasera, buonanotte. But so I had some P&P loaf today, and now I'm hungry again. I've been eating a lot less. Olive loaf, it's got a unique flavor. I love it. You can add cheese to cheese. It's good. Absolutely. And I gotta stay away from bread, but it's so hard. I like to have some lunch meats around. Even peanut butter and jelly I eat here and there. Make it quick for work. It's like bacon, you know. Bacon is like, you can add it to anything. What was there was a place a few years ago that was making a bacon ice cream shake. I can't remember who it was. A friend of mine had it, and she said it was really, really good. But I'm like, they're putting bacon in everything now. Did you say P&P loaf? I finally found someone else beside me that loves... Yeah, apparently, it's not just me and you. It's me, you, and your brother. Sharon said that even your brother loves it. But yeah, P&P loaf, olive loaf. There was another one. What was the other one? It was called Italian loaf. Oh my God, what was in it? I haven't had that in years. Can't find it anymore. It was kind of like P&P loaf. That's what I had I had P&P loaf, 2 small sandwiches for lunch. And I love the stuff. And I bought it because I'm like, I haven't had it in months. Since before Christmas. I should buy it again. Loaf is... No, I don't want any of that. No, thank you. No, thank you at all. Oh, man. P&P loaf for bacon. Even better. I put mustard only because I really like mayonnaise in a lot of my sandwiches. Mayonnaise. I call it mayonnaise. We call it mayonnaise around here, mayo. But I've been putting mustard because there's no fat in mustard. So I've been putting mustard on it. I love mustard, don't get me wrong. I love mustard. But like with bologna, I love mayo with bologna. But I haven't been having it that way because I'm trying to cut whatever I can. I gotta lose weight again, so I'm taking the hit. Spam, I have 2 cans of Spam, and I've just been like, I gotta make these, and I just haven't done it. Maybe this weekend. I like to just fry it up a little bit, or even warm it up in the microwave. I put it in some toasted bread with some mayo and some lettuce, and I'm in heaven. I've gotten deli P&P loaf. It's awesome. Yeah, there's some great actual meat delis around here. That's all they do is just gourmet stuff, and it's so much better than getting it at the supermarket. Yeah, it is salty. There's a low salt one. I didn't buy the low salt one, Rachel, but yeah, it is salty. Yeah, it's probably not good for me at all, but I fry it too, Stingray, definitely. If I'm really, really in a hurry, I'll microwave it, but I wonder if it would be good in my air fryer. Something to think about. The only place those green olives belong is a very dry martini. Officer Rollout, I am one of those people who will not eat green olives, but I'll eat them in olive loaf. That's the only time I'll eat them. My mother loves green olives. Only one in the family who does. Well, her father did too, but... Fried with scrambled eggs. Oh my goodness, I am getting starving. I point and laugh at Spam. I just don't like getting it in my inbox. Oh gosh. Ruby, that sounds like a great, great recipe. Oh my. So what I do is, I have my bottled water, and I have the little water packs that go in there to flavor them. And I try to... I trick my stomach into thinking I'm not hungry by just drinking... I'll drink one of these bottles like every hour during the course of the night, especially while I'm at work. And it's funny, like sometimes you're not craving food because you always feel like your stomach is full. Oh, it does sound good. As soon as I read it, what Ruby said, I'm like, there's a Portuguese meal. I think it's Portuguese. It might come from my Italian side. But both my grandmothers did it. And one was Portuguese, one was Italian, so I don't know. They would take green peppers, cut them up, and fry them up with diced up potatoes. And they add a Portuguese sausage that we call chouriço. Other parts of the country call it chorizo. There's a Mexican version that I love too, Mexican chorizo. But we dice that up and add it all together, and it's like this chouriço, peppers, and potatoes with like a small onion you cut. And I mean, you want to talk about a little slice of heaven. Even if you do it without the chouriço and just do the peppers, the onions, and the potatoes, it is to die for. It's such a simple thing, but it's amazing how the flavors go so well. You just fry it up with a little bit of oil, like vegetable oil or whatever. Absolutely incredible. My aunt would pick the olives out of P&P loaf. I know people like that, officer. I know people like that. Gosh. Right at the end here, now I'm getting like super starving. But that's okay. I love talking about food. The only thing better than talking about food is eating food. So this is second best. Yes, Stingray, always. Oh, God, Rachel, that sounds delicious. Do you all have pork roll up there? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. My mother actually makes it. She puts it in the stuffing on Thanksgiving inside the turkey. Usually they have it in the frozen food sections of the supermarkets. But yes, definitely. Sometimes it's not frozen food. Sometimes it's over with where they got the hamburgers and pork chops and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm very familiar with that stuff. But that's the only thing that we've ever used it for. I don't know what else to use it for. Oh, goodness. So thirsty all of a sudden. Is it like bologna? No, it's almost like a ground. Picture like sausage, like a big fat sausage, but it's all like ground. The one that we have up here, it's almost like like a hamburger type consistency, but it's all pork that's almost put into a small. I don't know if you've ever seen. They have these long things of ground beef that you buy. Sometimes they're frozen, and it looks like a big fat billy club or something. It's a smaller version of that, and it all crumbles up. The ones that we get over here, it's nothing like bologna at all. Ass loaf. Like a pork sausage. Yeah, that's the ones that we have around here. I believe that's the ones we have around here anyway. Ground pork, yeah, it's like ground pork, and has to be all cooked up and everything. My mother calls it pork roll. I think it says right on the package. She's usually the one to buy it. But it's so good. My mother does this Portuguese dressing, stuffing that goes in the turkey, and incredible. With the bell seasoning, and she uses the real bread, makes the breadcrumbs and everything, as opposed to the dried breadcrumbs. She doesn't use that, but the real bread and the pork roll and onion, and I'm trying to think what else. It makes such a good turkey stuffing. Some type of, it was my Portuguese grandmother, my father's mother's recipe, and that's all my father would ever want. He wouldn't ever want anything different. So summer sausage is more like a that's almost like a bologna. It's like a big fat hot dog almost. That's kind of like a big bologna. They have those, like the Dollar Tree and stuff has those. It's like a pepperoni, only it's shorter and fatter. Those are good, but I have a friend of mine at work. Not a friend. She's more like she's a co-worker. She's up on day shift now. She excuse me. She oh gosh, what a lousy burp. Small little. Don't know where that came from. That's like a 0.5 on the Richter scale. The burp scale, I mean. She would say, like, she'd be running out of money getting towards payday, and she'd make this big thing of white rice, and she'd go to Dollar Tree and get some of those summer sausages, cut them all up, and live off it for 3 days. She'd make rice and summer sausage. Yeah, I'll tell you, Sting, that stingray, that stingray is really coming along. Like the number 7 Southwest SW burrito, green peppers, onions, tomatoes, green chili, all fried on a flat top grill. Oh gosh, does that sound like something that I'd pay for at a restaurant? That's very, very cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in about 3 minutes, but this will stay open. You guys should still be able to keep talking for a while if you want to stay. I'm going to I'll shut that off. Open these a little bit. I'm hoping everyone has a great weekend. I hope that those who want to be productive are productive. Those who need rest, get rest. Those who have families, love your families. Spend time with your families. In the blink of an eye, kids grow up. Parents get older. Grandparents, they move off into the sunset. Blind Views, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Happy Easter to everyone that celebrates it. The old Christian folk around here call it Resurrection Day. We try to be just a little bit more accepting of everyone else and just call it Easter. And my church just calls it Easter. You know, they have these people who say that's got pagan in it, and just like Christmas with the tree and everything. And Listen, it's what you believe, but it's what you put into practice. We have Christmas trees at my church. They still tell the kids that, Santa Claus was a man, but, your parents give the gifts and all that. I mean, there's some Christian churches that are so much more forceful about certain things, but we call it Easter. We're having an Easter brunch at my church, which is really cool. Everyone brings a little something, like they say, bring enough for you and to share. People bring crock pots of food, and they got big things of salad and cookies and cakes and soda and coffee, and it's a great time with the church family. If anyone was around here, I would definitely say check it out. But spend time with family if you can. Spend time with friends if you can. I love you all. Thanks for everyone being here. It's been great. I'm a man, but I can change if I have to, I guess. I'm trying to change when it comes to something as little as when I get home to put my sneakers in the same spot. I wear, like, a certain pair I'm very comfortable. I wear them to work. In life, I have, 10 other pairs that I wear when I'm not at work. But long story made short, I'm trying to make little changes. Put my sneakers in the same place. Put my dirty clothes in the hamper. If I'm going to wear something the next day, like my flannel shirts that I don't have to wash all the time, I only wear them as jackets in and out when I'm outside. Try to hang them up when I go home. I'm trying to make these little changes, and it's so hard because I'll notice that I'll just get, and I'll look and I'm like, I didn't put them where I need to put them, so then I got to go back. So it's not easy for us guys, ladies, I'll tell you. It's not easy for us guys. Stream is cathartic. Better than this $100 account. I thought cathartic meant when you're very slow moving. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, that's lethargic probably. Stop eating urinal cake. Oh, I'm a janitor. We use them at work. Oh. We had a guy who used to call them mints because he was in the army, and in the army they called them mints. He'd say to the boss, "Hey, you have any more of those mints?" The boss was like, "Mints? Yeah, the toilet mints, the urinal mints. Oh, I thought you were eating them or something. I thought there was something wrong with you." But yeah, it's all good. But I gotta get going, guys and girls. I love you all. Have a great one. I'll see everyone tomorrow. I might do a live stream tomorrow night for my Saturday night live stream. Didn't do it last week. I'll try to do it this week. I thought they were made by Little Debbie. Guys, I hate leaving, but unfortunately work is calling me, and if I don't get in there, I will get in trouble. But I'll see you all maybe on different live streams over the weekend, tonight, whatever. It's all good. Even the stuff that's not good, it's all bad. But we won't say that. We'll say it's all good. Love you all. Take care. This is the Illuminator. The itchy, scratchy Illuminator. Always on this side of my face. I don't know. Probably have some type of inner bugs or something. I don't know. Love you too, Stingray. Thank you so much. And have fun. And tinker all you want on that car because it's looking great. Everyone else, take care. Peace. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.